Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Time to choose. That's the title of this episode, at least.
It's time to choose. Wait, that's the wrong anime.
I was gonna say he was skipping there a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. It sometimes you gotta hit him on the leg in order to get him to finish it. Otherwise, if he keeps skipping, he'll just blue screen of death and he'll reboot.
I wish I could just reboot myself. I feel like I need it.
Don't we all, man? All right. Anyway, back to this.
潮時だ。火事に収まって写真隊が動きやすくなる。アデル・ウッペロスの変身。待て。地域でブレーキをかけながら降りたのか。お前の力を使えばそれくらいほどけるだろう。こっちに来い。未来の結果を知って今を決めてしまうのはすごく違和感があるけど、何も見えないのは確か。私にはもう自由はないんでしょ。 どちらかに捕まらなきゃならない。連れてって。おい！危険危険。こっちの方がデンジャラスな目に遭いそうなの。命を何だと思ってる！そんなの知ったことか！周りがどうとか関係ない。私の命だ。誰のものでもない。だから危険にさらされてゾクゾクするんだよ。失いたくない恐怖から生の喜びを感じるんだよ。
Ooh! Nice shot. Uh-oh. Damn it.
さっさと撤収すんぞ。待て。
Oh.
早くこっちに来るんだ。カロン。
ああ、任せろ。
見えちゃったんだからしょうがない。私が決めたわけじゃない。私じゃない。
Oh no, she can kill him.
Just fucking not do it.
Exactly.
Bitch.
Oh no. Oh. Hey, I talked about redemption, but fuck that at this point.
Yeah.
I hope she gets her fucking face stomped in.
I hope she gets her
actually, you know what I want? You know what I want? I want her, instead of getting her face stomped in, I hope that they bring her in with little to no resistance. And then she is stuck in a peaceful, padded room for the rest of her life, with no danger ever to attack her again, and she can't use her fire powers anymore.
電動車の手の者に連れて行かれました。申し訳ありません。
今日は二人ともよくやってくれた。
ありがとうございました。
ご苦労様。おかげで助かったよ。
本当にありがとう。
ありがとう。助かりました。第4のアーグ大隊長が言ってた初めての称賛の声はあんなに嬉しかったのにな。
第一が協力するのか。カリムもこそこそ第8に出入りしているようだし、謹慎という名目の玉木もいる。これ以上はできないだろう。
So it seems like Burns wants to help the 8th. It seems like he wants to, and he's trying everything he can. You know, he sent Tamaki over under the pretense of suspension, and Karim's been going over to help, but yeah.
この右腕は神に与えられた試練のようなものだ。だから根を詰めるな。右腕がなくても今のところ合唱するとき以外は不便はないよ。永遠の炎に競う。なあトム。
久しぶりにみそぎをしたな。お疲れ様です。いやいやアイリスこそ。第8の シスターはアイリスしかいないでしょ。またいつシスターが必要になるかわかんないし。
お、スケスケ。
Dang it, Lucky let your lure.
いやしかし忙しい。何を持っていけばいいか迷ってしまうよ。
俺もついていきたいが関所が厳しいからな。
どうかも消防官になればよかったのに。
それも悪くない。
第5の火花大隊長と協力して目星はつけた。そのポイントに実際に行ってみてくるよ。
その影響で世界地図が書き換わる結果になったほどの災害だ。なぜ奴らがそれを望むのかわからないが、
There you go.
絶対に阻止しなければならない。
私たちはどこに行くんですか？
そこはまだまだ未知の地形に未知の生態系、マジで未知な場所。
Okay.
場所は中華半島、東京広告の外だ。
Shit.
That's cool shit.
Yeah.
全員揃ったか。天候を取るぞ。
Hey, Ogun.
そしてその時こそ我々特殊消防隊が。
いや、大事なところはちゃんと言いましょう。ではよろしくお願いします。
ジャガーノートの実家って中華半島なんだな。
そこのジャガイモ農家の出身なんだ。ジャガイモおよそ 100g あたり 15g 前後取れて、気になるカロリーは76キロカロリー。30分のウォーキングで消費できるよ。あとジャガイモの花がこれほど綺麗なんだ。白色だったり薄紫色だったり、お花を見てるだけって実はびっくりした。
ここで何をしている。もうすぐ出港だ。
だかられるかもしれませんけど。
Nobody in an anime has ever got on a ship and reached their destination that I know of without some sort of shit hitting the fan on the way there.
You think?
I wonder how the author decided to pick this particular crew for this.
Don't know.
The only decision, like the only two decisions I could see that were probably easy for the crew was like Shinra.
Arthur.
Well, Shinra just because the main character, but the other one is it has to be one of the two that are a sister. So either Tamaki or the sister. Or like, you know.
I'd say Tamaki because she actually has like fire abilities.
Well, I think Tamaki, since she's a new sister, it's also just like an opportunity for her to have like her first big adventure as the sister outside of like the fight that involved literally fucking everybody, you know.
Yeah. And then there's Arthur, Juggernaut, Ogun. Ogun, Ogun
just like is one of those characters that he's popped up once and we're already kind of like he seems cool, so like I like the fact that he's coming with him because we'll get to see more of him.
Well, and
same thing with the captain with the whistle too. Like both of them when they popped up, I was like they seem cool.
Lieutenant Pan, I believe is his name.
Yeah,
I believe. But also, I'm just interested to see like how this is all going to progress.
And I like the big guy from the 5th, so that's kind of neat.
You mean Juggernaut?
Yeah.
He's from the 2nd.
Oh, I thought he was from the 5th.
He showed up with the guy from the 5th, but he's actually from the 2nd.
Okay, yeah, okay. My bad.
It's okay. That happens to me sometimes too. I'm just like, oh hey, he's from the 2nd or the 1st. It's like, no, he's from the 5th. I'm like, damn it.
It's a lot to remember.
It is. There's 8 divisions.
With
and
their own like crews of characters. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of different characters. So yeah, I guess they're going to China and they're gonna try and discover what the hell's going on. So I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens next. But I'm interested. I'm always interested in the show. It's done really well.
I want to see the behind the scenes on this. Like I want to know. Author's
why
commentary on like why he chose what characters he chose to send on this trip, because like there's all kinds of options, and obviously like the easy option is like, oh, the 5th is good, not the 5th, the 8th is going on the trip over here, blah blah blah. But he decided to have them mostly stay behind outside of Arthur and
Shinra.
Arthur and Shinra, and then Tamaki being their, first transfer essentially.
Yeah, and I guess we're just gonna get to know more characters.
Did he toss darts that are bored? Did he come up with situations and write backwards and be like, I need this person's powers to solve this situation in the way that I think would be the coolest?
Plus here's an interesting thing. We haven't really seen any of Ogun's ability. I know that we haven't really seen much of his. I don't know what the extent of his powers are.
I mean, it could have just literally been him sitting there and just reasoning through stuff and being like, I'd like to do more stuff with him and Captain Pan,
Yeah,
and then Tamaki's a new sister, so let's pick her as the sister instead of the sister on this one.
Yeah, instead of Iris. Yeah,
instead of Iris. And then he's like, obviously we're bringing Shinra, and it's always just fun to have Arthur around when Shinra's around.
Because they're gonna butt heads. Yeah,
and it's like, I brought him back for this last big battle, and I do like this character. He's got a neat design. And
yeah,
he'd be fun to bring along, maybe.
And also, here's the interesting thing: the character's name, Ogun. I don't know if I've told you about the history of that name.
You mentioned it when he first popped up.
Yeah, it's like an ancient god of steel and metal from Santeria. So he's if you look at Ogun, what he is described as, or illustrations of him, he literally looks like he's chiseled out of granite, and he's super dark skinned, and he's always carrying a big ass sword. Dude looks like a fucking tank, walking. Right. And let me see if I can actually find a picture of Ogun. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully nothing. Is it? Oh, okay. Ongun. There we are. Ongun.
Slightly different spelling.
Cuba. Oh. Okay, so it is Ogun.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, so...
Ogun or Ogun. O-G-O-U-N.
Yeah, so, basically...
That second picture looks like a decent description of what you're talking about.
Yeah, so, here we are. There it is. That's, these illustrations of Ogun are from, old, descriptions of him from Santeria.
Kind of looks like the final boss of a fighting game.
Kind of. And he's the god of steel and metal. And you look at, here's all the other gods from Santeria. Ogun is one of the main fighters. And let's see, there's also there's
all fucking ripped.
I know. And then of course there's also
and then there's a fucking ogre in a giant snake as well.
Well, that's the old statue that I think they found from a long time ago. This guy right here is from Cuba. His name is Yoel Romero. How old does he look? How old does he look to you, Nick?
I don't know. I'm terrible at judging ages.
Would you say, from his physical appearance, he looks like what?
29?
This man is 44 years old.
Damn.
I know. I see this man and I'm just Jesus criminy. I look at him, I'm Yoel, oh my god, how the hell is this guy only 185 pounds? It's impossible. It's literally an impossibility. But, yeah. Yoel Romero, I remember Joey Diaz saw him fight, and Joey Diaz is really into Santeria and shit like that, and he's just that guy right there, I call him fucking Ogun. And me and him, we're both from Cuba. If he knows Santeria like I know Santeria, he'll be you think I'm Ogun? He's oh, you think I'm Ogun? I appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate it. And I think he actually did call him Ogun one time.
From that picture right there, I feel like if he was retired from UFC and MMA, he'd still be a pretty bitchin' pro wrestler.
Oh, dude. Well, he was a wrestler. He won the silver medal, I think, in the 2000 Olympics. And he broke his neck.
Wrestler.
Well, dude, he broke his neck and still competed in the Olympics. And won a gold and won a silver.
Pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, freak of nature. But anyway, that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. So this was Fire Force Season 2, Episode 6, The Time to Choose. You have chosen poorly, and I hope that you suffer for it. The character. Anyway, not y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I guess that's going to do it. So until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everyone. Peace out.